Good evening, class.
Good evening, sir.
How are you all?
Fine, sir.
Good, good. Okay. So, how are your school exams? Any school exams are going on right now?
Yes, sir.
Going on, sir.
Mm.
There is no end for school exams, sir, for us.
Sir, just after revision test, pre-board will start, sir. Almost next day.
Sir, for us, two pre-boards over also. Sir, 3rd and 4th in March, 5th and 6th in April.
I think the pandemic, the school people are testing you on the subject, and pandemic is testing your patience.
Yeah, yes, sir. School, they used to give papers to sir for writing pre-boards. They are over, sir, for two pre-boards only.
Huh. But still, they are conducting the
Our
test.
teachers are saying that, sir, if we stop and like this exam will not read properly, with him, sir. So they're continuously giving this test for us, sir, to do.
Sir, eyes
Okay.
are paining, sir, for 3 hours sitting together.
I understand. I understand. So we have to do something about this. But the
Sir, one more
problem
thing
is,
is that, sir, we have already
yeah,
read everything, sir. So when we read the books, I'm feeling everything we know. Why should we read again, sir?
true, true. I understand.
So
Yeah.
first of all, social we have read everything for NTSC, sir. And
Uh,
now again they're telling us to read again, sir. How can we read, sir?
just like that, what do? You can't leave that subject, no?
Sir, it will be so much boring to read the same subject again and again, sir.
Sir, any update on NTSC cutoff,
N-
sir?
No, son, not yet, not yet. Saket, you're saying it is boring to read the same subject and topics again and again. Not you tell me the plight of the teacher then.
Every year, sir.
We are doing the same thing every year. Now, you tell me what should we do? Isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
you take the inspiration from we teachers and then do it. That's the only thing what we can do now.
Sir, teachers can also acquire PhD in what they're doing, sir.
Only if the government gives that. Otherwise, no.
Sir,
They'll
reading
take.
the same topic for someone years now, sir. You can get a PhD, sir, actually.
So what I tell my students every time: if you don't study now, you'll become a teacher, and you have to study lifelong. So study right now in a better way so that you don't become a teacher again.
Yes, sir.
You can imagine this. I don't say pain. It's a good interacting with the students, but teaching the same subject again and again and again and again. Just imagine our plight. Therefore, don't become a teacher again. You don't become a teacher. Become someone else. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't ever come to teaching field. So please keep that in mind. Okay. All right. So this is second day, day two. The first one is what number of electrons could be present in 18 ml of pure water at 4 degrees centigrade? How many of you can do? Please do it. How many ever? What number of electrons could be present in 18 ml of pure water at 4 degrees centigrade? And once you're done with the solving, you can message me privately. Okay.
Sir, I did not simplify the answer, sir.
Mm-hmm. You have to simplify, son.
So it's a very good application of Avogadro's law, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Your answer is correct, Saket. Mm, Shashikiran, you're nearly correct, but not exactly. Please check the power, 10 to the power. Please tell me if you are done so that I can explain for those who did not understand.
Sir, you can explain, sir.
Yeah. Oh, Utkarsh, Utkarsh, Utkarsh. Is that the first one, Utkarsh, or the second one?
The first one, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then Saket, Balaji, and Shashikiran have to check your answer. Utkarsh, you're right, son. Okay, let me explain. Okay. What is given here? It says that it's 18 ml of water at 4 degrees centigrade of pure H2O. This is very important. Pure and 4 degrees centigrade. When the water is pure and the temperature is at 4 degrees centigrade, the density will be 1 gram per ml or cc, however you take it. Now, 1 ml weighs 1 gram. Therefore, 18 ml weighs how many grams of it? 18 grams. Okay, now I will write the formula H2O. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1. There are 2 such atoms, therefore 2 electrons are present in hydrogen, contributed by hydrogen. Oxygen has 16 electrons. Is it 16 electrons?
Sir, 8 electrons, no, sir.
8 electrons. There is 1 atom, therefore 8 electrons. Together it is 10 electrons. All right. Now, 18 grams of water is 1 mole of it. 18 grams of water is 1 mole of it, which will contain 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 molecules of water. Each molecule contains 10 electrons. So 18 grams will contain 1 8, each molecule contains this many. So here you have to multiply each molecule with this 10. That many electrons. So you will have 6.022 times 10 raised to 24 electrons present. Got it? You can either write as 6.022 or 6.023, doesn't matter. Or you can also write it as 6, doesn't matter. But it should be this one, 10 to the power 24. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll go to the next one. Yes. How many number of molecules could be present in one drop of liquid whose density is given as 1.2 gram per ml, considering there are 35 drops in 2 ml of the liquid and molecular weight of the liquid is given as 70. It even need not be U here. The molecular weight of this liquid is 70, whose density is 1.2 grams per ml, and 35 drops of it will occupy 2 ml volume. Now, we would like to know how many molecules are present in one drop of this liquid. Number of molecules present in one drop of this liquid. Things are getting slowly tricky, isn't it? Okay.
So one doubt, sir.
Mhm.
So what do you mean gram atoms, sir?
Gram atom is 1 mole of atoms.
Oh, okay, sir.
Gram atoms is 1 mole of atoms and gram molecule is 1 mole of molecules. I mean, mass of 1 mole of atoms is gram atom. Mass of 1 mole of molecules is gram molecule.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Mhm. Let me also check.
So in doubt, sir.
Huh?
Sir, in third question, sir, should we take this nitrogen in this in diatomic state or in unit atomic state, sir?
No, it is given as nitrogen gas, means molecular state only.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want me to explain the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, can I say orally, sir? It is very big to type.
Okay.
So 2.4 by 35 square into Avogadro number. No, 1.2 by 35 square into Avogadro number.
Yeah, it's correct. Did you get the workbooks from anywhere or? Okay, anyways. What is given here? 35 drops will occupy 2
Sir,
ml. Yes?
nothing, sir. I got the same answer. I was scared.
Oh, okay. All right. And 1.2 grams per ml or cc is the density. 70 is the molecular weight of it. Isn't it? So this is the information given to us. Now 35 drops will occupy 2 ml. 1 drop occupies what ml? That would be 2 upon 35 ml. Now we know that 1 ml weighs 1.2 grams of it. So 2 upon 35 ml will have what weight in grams? I'll multiply these two. 2 times 1.2.
So 2.4 by 35, sir.
Yes, this is grams.
By 70, I have to do, sir, to find moles.
Yes, 70 grams, that is gram molecular weight. The molecular weight has already been given to us. So 70 grams. What? Let me adjust the camera. Okay, 70 grams will have Avogadro number of particles, or you can also write as 6 into 10 to the power 23. So these many grams, that is 2 times 1.2 upon 35, will have how many molecules in it? You can as well write it as 2 times 1.2 upon 35 times Avogadro's number by 70, or you can also simplify this and you can write it as 1.2 upon 35 squared Na. This can be the answer. Or when you,
So mole simplify means 5.9 and 10 power 20, sir.
yes, 9.8.
Sir, 5.9, sir.
Yeah, I'll come to that. Minus 4, what is that? Times Avogadro's number. When you simplify this, you will get this one. Now 9.8 times 10 raised to minus 4 times 6 into 10 to the power 23.
Sir, initially I got 24 Na by 35 into 700, sir.
Okay. All right.
After simplification, I got this.
All right. So how much will this be? 10 to the power 19.
Sir, 10 to power 20, sir, because 9 6 are 54, no, sir. Taking one decimal this side, no, sir.
Oh, yes, yes. Correct. You're right. This is the answer. Okay. All right. Somebody had. Okay. Okay. All right. Now the next one. Let us see the answer. It is 5.9 or 5.88, right? Okay. Third one. What could be the total mass of the mixture when 0.25 gram atoms of oxygen, 5.6 liters of nitrogen at STP, and 1.5 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of CO2 are present in a vessel? Now, what is the total weight of this mixture?
So can you scroll a little bit, sir?
Mhm.
Can you scroll very little bit, sir?
Yeah, done it.
Thank you, sir.
Now, after the class is over, you just send a message hi to me so that I'll know who has attended the class today and to whom I should send the worksheet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Mhm. Okay. Utkarsh, you need to check the answer once again, son.
Okay, sir.
Satvik, you too, son.
Okay, sir.
What about third one, Shashkiran? Did you give that? Okay. Uh, no, sir. You please check it once again. Shashkiran, please check it once again. The third one.
Sir, what do you mean by gram atoms, sir?
1 mole of atoms, son.
Yes,
1 mole
sir.
of atoms is gram atoms. 1 mole of molecules. I mean, mass of 1 mole of atoms is gram atom. Mass of 1 mole of molecules is gram molecule. Satvik, no, son. Is it of the third one? Whatever answer you had given, is it of the third one?
Yes, sir.
Please check it once again, son.
Yes.
Saket, fourth one is correct, son.
Okay, sir.
Shall I tell you the third one? Rathesh is. Oh, your fourth. It's correct, son. Rathesh, your answer is correct for the fourth one. Utkarsh, it's not that answer, son. Okay. So this is the information what we have been given. 0.25 gram atoms of oxygen. Yes. 5.6 liters of nitrogen and 1.5 times 10 raised to 23 molecules of carbon dioxide. Now, 1 gram atom of oxygen is 16 grams. 1 gram atom of oxygen is 16 grams. That is its gram atomic weight. Now 0.25 gram atoms is how much? 0.25 times 16. 0.25 is nothing but 1/4 times 16, that is 4. Therefore, the mass of this is 4 grams. No, son, it won't be O2 because it is given as gram atom and gram molecule, not gram molecule. If it is gram molecule, it would be O2 and the mass will be 32. Because it is given as gram atom, we have to take only the atomic weight. All right. Okay, the second one says 5.6 liters of nitrogen. Now 22.4 liters, that is at STP. 22.4 liters will weigh 28 grams of nitrogen because it is N2. It's a gas. So we have to take the molecular formula only. Now the question is 5.6 liters weigh how much? That's 5.6 times 28 upon 22.4. This goes 4 times. This is 7 times. So nitrogen's mass is 7 grams. 5.6 liters of nitrogen is 7 grams. Okay, now coming to the carbon dioxide. 6 times 10 raised to 23 will weigh 44 grams. This is a molecular weight of carbon dioxide. 44 grams. Now, how much will be 1.5 times 10 raised to 23? Yes. 1.5 times 10 raised to 23 is how much? 1.5 times 10 raised to 23 times 44 divided by 6 times 10 raised to 23. These two will get cancelled. This goes 4 times, 4 goes 11 times. Therefore, the mass of carbon is 11 grams. Now add these two and also this. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 11 is 22 grams. Okay. Those who got 22 is absolutely correct. Yes, son. You're correct, son. 22 grams is the correct one. Shishikaran, your answer is correct. Did you all understand? 22 grams is the mass of this mixture. Okay? All right. We'll look at the worksheet. So what is this? It's 22 grams only. Okay. Fourth one. On a conventional scale, atomic weight of sulfur is 32. If on a new scale in an AMU is defined as 1/3 the weight of the carbon 12 isotope, what would be the atomic weight of sulfur on this new scale?
So can you scroll a little bit, sir?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Shashikiran, your answer is correct. Satvik, please check it, son. Yes, Karsh, it's correct. Okay, I'll do it for you. Correct, Shashikiran. Fifth answer is correct. So here comes the fourth one. So on a conventional scale, the mass of sulfur is 32. That is when we take carbon 12 isotope, 1/12 of carbon 12 isotope. Now when we divide this with 1, we'll get 32. But it says it's 1/3 of carbon 12. Now we'll divide this 32 with 4, and this is a weight. We are dividing this number with this number. Did you all understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Someone outside this question. Some means dividing 1/12 of the sulfur mass by this thing, sir, in AMU units.
Yeah, yes, sir.
In original AMU units, sir, we're dividing this sulfur means original mass of sulfur by 12, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Whatever the ratio is of carbon 12, we're taking 1/12 of the 12, right? So we got it as 1. So when we divide that 32 with 1, we'll get it as 32 itself. Now we are dividing the 32 with 4 because we got that 1/3 of the 12. 1/3 of 12 is 4, and when you divide 32 with 4, you will get it as 8. Therefore, the new mass will be 32. Oh, sorry, 8 of sulfur. Okay. Right. So what is the answer here? 8. All right. Now, here are the directions. In this question, you have two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. Well, answering these questions, you are required to choose any one of the 4 responses. Response A, response B, or C, or even D. All right. In this response, A says that statement 1 is true and statement 2 is also true. And statement 2 is a correct explanation for statement 1. And the second option says statement 1 is true, statement 2 is also true. Statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. That is the second option. The third one says statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. And the D option, statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. And these statements are given to you. Okay. No, Satvik, it's wrong, son. Yes, yes. All right.
Sir, it's D, sir. Sorry.
Yes, it is. It is. Let's see. Now, it says that 1 mole of sulfur dioxide contains double the number of molecules present in 1 mole of oxygen. When each one is of 1 mole, Avogadro's law says that equal volumes of all gases under same conditions will have equal number of molecules. And here, equal number of moles will have equal number of molecules. So when both are of 1 mole each, they should contain same number of molecules. Therefore, statement 1 is wrong. In all the other options, you see the statement 1 is true. Absolutely wrong. Let us find out what this statement 2 also tells us. Molecular weight of sulfur dioxide is double that of the oxygen. Absolutely correct. Never mind, Satvik. It happens. Doesn't matter. So molecular weight of sulfur dioxide is double that of the oxygen. Is it true? Yes, it is. Because sulfur's atomic weight is double that of the oxygen. So sulfur dioxide's mass will be double that of the oxygen. Therefore, it is correct. Which one is correct? Statement D is correct. All right, very good. Sixth one, what is the theoretical yield of calcium phosphate by the reaction? The reaction is given to you. 3CaOH taken twice plus 2H3PO4. Already got an answer. Oh, Saket had given the answer. Okay.
I gave 7th one answer. 6th one answer I gave before only, sir.
Oh, okay.
6th one I posted before, sir.
All right, son. I'll check it.
Can I post again, sir, if you want?
I'll check it, son. Don't worry. I'll check it. Oh, 6th one, you're already given that. Yes. All right. Now, when 10 grams of calcium hydroxide and 10 grams of H3PO4 are mixed, then what would be the theoretical yield of calcium phosphate here? You find the mass of calcium hydroxide, find the mass of H3PO4. The atomic masses are given here. Calcium hydroxide mass is given as 74.1 and H3PO4, phosphoric acid's mass is given as 97.99 and calcium phosphates is given as 310.18. Now, if 74.1 gives you 310.18, 10 will give you how much? That's one part. 97.99 gave you 310.18. 10 of phosphoric acid had given you how much of calcium phosphate? That's it. Shashikiran also had given the answer for the sixth one. And the answers of Saket and Shashikiran's are same. The other batch couldn't do this, so I kept it blank. Charan also had given the same answer. Very good. So if we calculate that, how much is calcium hydroxide? 74.1 times 3 is how much? 222.3.
Sir, actually, sir, here this uh, H3PO4 is limiting agent, sir.
Okay. Yeah, because that has greater mass.
Yes, sir.
Right, right. Okay. H3PO4 is 97.99.
Oh, sorry, sir. Calcium hydroxide is the limiting agent, sir. 10 grams of calcium hydroxide requires only 8 grams of this H3PO4, sir.
Okay.
So 8 point something, sir, if you calculate properly, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So calcium hydroxide is a limiting reagent here, sir.
All right. Let me calculate and then tell you. Okay, H3PO4, 2 moles of it will be 195.98. H3PO4 is that much. So 222.3. And what is calcium phosphate? 310.18. Okay. Now 222.3 gave 310.18. There is only one calcium phosphate. Yes. How much will 10 give us?
So 3101.8 by 222.3.
Mm-hmm. So how much will that be? 10 times 310.18 divided by 222.3. 310.18 into 10 by 222.3.
Something on 13.95, sir.
Okay. That is 13.95. This is what we got. Now let us do with this one. 195.98 gave us 310.18. 10 of this will give how much? So 10 times 310.18 upon 195.98. 10 into 310.18 divided by 195.98 will give you 15.83 grams. Which of these is least? Because this is of a limiting reagent.
13 grams is least, sir.
Therefore, that is the answer.
Sir, how to do this? I mean, how to find the limiting reagent, sir?
Limiting reagent means the one which is giving the lowest product, lowest quantity of the product is the limiting reagent, son. Here, 222.3 is from calcium hydroxide. Therefore, calcium hydroxide is the limiting reagent. So, the product produced depends on the quantity of the product produced depends on the quantity of the reactants used, isn't it? Therefore, here it would be 13.95 grams, which is formed from calcium hydroxide. That is 222.3 grams of calcium hydroxide. Hence, that would be the lowest product possible. And 10 grams of H3PO4, 10 grams of H3PO4 will give us 15.83 grams, which is more in fact. That much of product cannot be obtained. This product cannot be obtained because you are getting only 13.95 because There are only 222.23 grams of calcium hydroxide present and it is getting used up completely. Therefore, all right. So 13.95 is the answer. 13.95 grams. All right. Seventh one. Given the balanced equation, 2Al plus 6 NaOH. Oh, I already got the answer.
So, ninth one, sir.
Oh my. You're too fast. Hey, huh? Good, good.
So, seventh one's done, sir, actually.
I know.
Before I have sent answers, sir.
I know, I'd seen this and I'd seen that. Okay. Given the balanced equation, 2Al plus 6 NaOH will give 2 Na3AlO3 plus 3H2. The atomic masses are given here. The relative atomic masses. What mass in grams of Na3AlO3 is produced
Sir,
when...
actually, I've done this, sir, before.
Really?
Yes, sir.
In the previous one or in the same?
Sir, before this foundation class for papers and on that Friday thing, sir.
Oh,
Starting day of the.
got it. All right. So what is the answer here?
So 48, sir.
48 grams. Good. Okay. Do you want to continue? Because there are only 2 minutes more.
Sir, we want to continue, sir.
Okay. Okay. Given the balanced equation, 3CuS plus 8HNO3 gives 3CuNO3 taken twice plus 3S plus NO2NO plus 4H2O. All the atomic masses are given to you. What number of copper nitrate is produced when 63 grams of HNO3 is consumed? When 63 grams of HNO3 is consumed, how much of copper nitrate is produced?
So 3 by 8 moles of copper nitrate is produced, sir.
True. How much is
And
molecular weight of HNO3?
63 only, sir. 63 grams.
63 only. All right. So how much is 3 upon 8 of copper nitrate?
Sir, actually not required, sir. 3 upon 8 of Na, sir, because number of molecules they want, sir.
Yeah, so 3.8 multiplied by the Avogadro's number.
6 and 10 per 23 says 2.25 approximately, sir.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes. Correct, Shashikiran. So how much is, what is the answer for 8th one? Is it 2.25 times 10 raised to 23? All right. Is it 2.25 times 2 times 10 to the power 23?
Yes, sir, I don't know, sir.
Shall we take it as 4.5 then? Shashikiran had got the answer as 2.25 times 2 times 10 raised to 23. Shall we take it as 4.5? Oh, it's 2.25 only? All right. Okay. So 2.25 times 10 raised to 23. Okay. All right, guys, the time's up. We'll stop here.
Just wait for 2 minutes, sir. This 10th answer is sent, sir.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
Okay.
Sir, 9 turn, is it 2?
I don't know. I didn't calculate. I left it vacant. Is it 2?
Sir, what did Saket sir?
That's what Saket had got.
Which one, sir? 9 to 2,
9
sir.
2 I got, sir.
2 only is the correct answer.
2 is correct answer. Okay. It also got 2 correct.
So is the answer 10 to C2H10 O2, sir?
No.
No, sir.
No.
Okay, sir.
Sir, actually, how to do 10th one, sir?
You have to find the number of moles. 1.388 divided by 12.
The empirical formula is CH3O, sir.
Yes. Okay. And son, listen, 1.388 divided by 12, 0.345 divided by 1, that is of hydrogen, and 1.852 divided by 16, that is of oxygen. You will get the RNA directly. The number of moles itself is RNA. Take the least of that and divide all the other RNA. You will get the empirical formula. So what is the empirical formula, son?
CH3O.
Okay. This is the empirical formula. Now, what is the molecular formula?
So C2H6O, sir. O2, sir.
That's it. C2H6O2. Absolutely correct, Shashikaran. Very good. Okay, so we've got the answers, answers for all these. Okay, now you have to send hi to me on my private uh, WhatsApp, and I'll send this page to you, this sheet. Okay. All right, guys. Then bye bye. Take
Thank you,
care.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye bye. Take care. Good night.
Hello guys, a very good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Anika.
sir.
Good evening, Utkarsh. So, what's happening? Anything special?
The pre-boards are happening always, sir.
Three foods are happening.
Yes, sir.
Achha, okay. Hmm. So, yeah. Anyways, I think this classes will be until the until end of
March
this
19th,
March.
sir.
March 19th. Yeah, March 19th. Yeah, March 19th.
Because of parents' demand, they have decreased to March 19th, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Anyways, we shall try to look at.
Sir, the other day you are explaining differentiation.
Yes, yes. So let me. So I think we have reached till here. That is, the slope of the line will be becomes the slope of the tangent drawn at a given point when the point B approaches A, isn't it? So the mathematical way of saying the same thing is this one. When limit delta extends to 0, what would happen to the slope of the line connecting AB? And this whole thing becomes this one, which is dy by dx. That is the slope of the tangent at that point. And dy by dx means for a small change in x, what is a small change in y? And when you take the ratio, you get the slope of it. That is the meaning of it. Okay. Yeah. So now let's try to look at how do we get the slope of. Let's start with the power rule. You know, different. Let's jump to directly what are the different formulae that are required to if any function is given to us. How do we get the differentiation of that function? Okay, let's try to jump to that. Okay, I'm not going to give you any proof, and also you might ask, sir, how is this? You could ask me if I tell you, let's say, if the function is of this type, that is x to the power of n. Okay, the differentiation of this kind of function
N
is
into x
always
to n
equal
minus
to
1,
n
sir.
into x to the power of n minus 1. You could ask me, how is this possible, sir? But
The
I
same
don't
thing, sir.
think
Limiting
you
only, sir.
require, that's right, but I don't think you require the proof, at least because you guys are studying physics. We need only the application part of it. Okay, so you need to remember the formula, that is important, right? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
so let's start with the power rule now. First of all, we'll start with constant. Okay, I can give you a kind of feeling for it. Let's take, for example, uh, just a second. Yeah, first one is, let's say y is, let's say, for example, any constant c. C is for constant, and this constant could be one, or it could be 0. It could be -1, or it could be -5, or +7. It could be any constant, isn't it? It could be any other number also. It doesn't matter. Whole numbers, isn't it? So it is a constant. So how do you draw that line?
So straight
How do
line
you
parallel
plot
to
it?
x-axis, sir.
Yeah. So if I take this as y-axis and this as, let's say, x-axis here, okay. So this line is always parallel to x-axis because independent of x. Okay. So C could be here, C could be here, it could be anywhere, isn't it? So the line would always be, so second, the line would always be like that, and here also the line would always be like this. So what are the slopes
So
of these
0, sir.
lines now? Slope of this is 0, that is visible from here. So what is the meaning of that? So don't you think
So dy by
the
dx is 0, sir.
differentiation, just a second, Saket, please don't talk, let me explain. Others, they should understand first, okay? You might be doing it, okay? Please, there's some request you to just be quiet for some time. Yeah, so that is C here, and this is also C there. Yeah, so slope is 0, isn't it? What is the meaning of that? Slope is 0 means, just now I told you, slope at any point. Suppose, let's say, if you take this particular point, there I want to find the tangent slope. So if you draw the tangent itself becomes the tangent becomes the line itself, isn't it? So in that case, you take any point on the given line. The tangent becomes the line itself. So the slope which should be 0. And what did we just discuss? Slope of the tangent is always equal to dy divided by dx. Okay, and this should always be equal to 0. So now from you understood from this that whenever any function is constant, its differentiation becomes a 0. Hope you understood now.
Sir, doubt, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, this tangent which you explained for this example, sir, that one I didn't understand.
What is there in that to not to understand? Just look at it. If you take this point, there I want to find the slope of the tangent. Okay. So if you draw the tangent, how does the tangent become? The tangent becomes the line itself, isn't it? If you try to draw a line passing to that point itself, the tangent itself becomes the line. So which means the slope of the line is nothing but slope of tangent. And that is possible for all the points which are on the two parallel lines. Or it could be any line which is parallel to x-axis and the slope would be 0. So this is the case. Have you understood now? No,
Yes,
what you should understand from here is that whenever any function is constant, it could be any general function if it is constant. Okay, then dy by dx is always going to be 0. This is what I wanted to convey. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, second one is what if y is any function whose let's say the function of x, but it is raised to the power n. So if you have that kind of function, let us take a simple example. Let's say n is equal to 1. Okay, I'll try to give you a kind of feeling for it. So in that case, y becomes simply x. So if you try to draw the line, what does this line and how do you plot it now? Look at this. It's a line passing through origin and the slope is 1, isn't it? So like that, isn't it? So here the slope, the rise over run is going to be 1. It is pretty much easy, isn't it? Right? Now you could have got this same answer if I mean to say here, what is the meaning of this one? Dy by dx is going to be 1. Is that understood now? Slope of the tangent at any point for this line is going to be 1, which means that dy by dx is equal to 1. You could have got this same answer if I had given you this formula, that is dy by dx is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. Just try to apply this formula to that equation y is equal to x. Here the power of x is 1. So look at there, 1 into x to the power of 1 minus 1, that is simply 1 into x to the power of 0, and x to the power of 0 is 1, and simply it is 1, isn't it? So even that this formula is actually working well for us. So that is the reason from now onwards, we can use whenever you see the y any function which is x to the power some n or some 1, minus 1, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, minus 2 by, it could be any number, n could be anything here. It could be fraction or number, negative number, positive number, it could be anything. So you are going to use this formula. Okay?
Sir?
So for practice, yeah.
So do you say that dy by dx is the slope?
Dy by dx is the slope of the tangent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now I can take up any examples. Let's say for a.
Sir, doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, in the previous slide, the slope is equals to 1, no, sir? So, sir, like, how will we draw slope with 1, sir? Like the value as 1.
So look at here, the angle that it has to make is 45 degrees. That's it, isn't it?
Oh, okay, sir. Sir,
Otherwise, you could also get this way.
What,
you will also get this way also. If x coordinate is 1, y coordinate should also be 1. So take 1 point. If x is 2, y should also be 2. So take the other point. And then just connect the two points and extend the line in both the ways. You could get the line, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, here is n a variable, sir, or a constant?
It could be any value. Value, then, it's a number. It's a number. Variable, it is not that way. Yeah, if you ask me n variable, yes, n is a variable because it could take any value, like 2, minus 2, like that way. But in terms of differentiation here, the variable for us is x, not n. N could be any number.
Okay, sir. Then, sir, sir, if n equals to 2, sir, then how will the graph be, sir?
It's a parabola, isn't it? So let's take it here. It's a y is equal to x squared. So it's a parabola.
Sir, then
Learn this in math.
at that time also, will it be slope equals to 1 only, sir?
No, how the slope would be one now? The slope changes from point to point, isn't it? How look at here? The graph would be somewhat. Just a second. The graph would be somewhat. Just a second. The parabola. Oh, yeah. This is the kind of parabola. Okay, so here, if you take this point, if you draw the tangent looks like that. And if you take this point, the tangent looks like that, isn't it? Just a second, the tangent would be like that. And if you take this point, the tangent would be like that. So every time if you change the point, the slope of the tangent is changing. So which means the slope can't be same at every point. Okay, so now let's try to find dy by dx. Apply the formula. It should be 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. So that's like 2x, isn't it? So this is dy by dx. Now if you want to find, look at here, the slope is changing, because if you treat this as slope is a function of x. So if you change the point x value, the slope would change. Look at, let's take for example, let us say x is equal to 0 here. So there we know if you draw the tangent there, the tangent should have 0 slope. So don't you think here the slope, okay, this is the format that we use at x is equal to 0. The meaning of this one is dy by dx at x equal to 0. So substitute 0 there, so you get 0, which means that tangent will have a 0 slope, and that is visible for us. Suppose let's say if you want to find the slope at this at that point, let's say its x coordinate is 1. Okay, let us take that way. So dy by dx at x is equal to 1 would be simply 2 into 1, that is 2. So the slope of that tangent drawn at x equal to 1 is 2. Have you understood now? You can also go to the other point. Let us take this point. Let's say its x value is minus 1. Okay. So in that case, the slope of the tangent that is drawn at that point, at x is equal to minus 1, use this thing, 2x. So which means that 2 into minus 1, it should be minus 2. That is visible. The tangent drawn there should have a slope which is negative. I told you, just by looking at the lines, you should be able to find whether it is having a positive or negative slope, isn't it? So
Yes,
this is the way. Have you understood now?
Understood, sir.
Sir, can
Okay,
you
then.
repeat this once again, sir? I didn't understand, sir.
You just tell me which point you didn't exactly understand. I'll
Yes,
explain
sir.
that
Sir,
point.
the formula dy by dx is equal to 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. Sir, I didn't understand how we replace the values. Sir.
How?
We substituted the values in that formula.
So that is the reason I wanted you guys to concentrate on this one. N into x to the power of n minus 1.
Oh,
So in
sir,
the
that's a formula. Okay.
this is what we call power rule. Okay. Okay. Hope you understood it now.
Yes, sir.
So I just
Yes, sir.
did
Now
that.
got it, sir.
Okay then. So let me save these two. Now let us take another kind of format in this power rule only. Right? Let us take simply third one, that is, let's say y is equal to sum 2 into x. Okay, which means that I could have any constant c. Hope you understand my point. C is any constant now. C is any constant. It could be minus, it could be plus, it could be a fraction, isn't it? It could be 0 also. It doesn't matter. So in such cases, how do we find dy by dx? In such cases, look at here, it is a constant. We know that y is equal to c, the slope is going to be 0, right? But whenever you have equal function which is multiplied with a constant, then you should not care about the constant, right? You should apply that distributive principle, c into differentiation of x now. Hope you understand my point. So that is like d by dx. So into power of this is 1. Now you the power rule to x to the power Example numbers. So that
Sir, your voice is
let's say
breaking.
2 squared.
Sir, your voice is
Sir,
breaking.
your voice is not clear, sir.
So we can't hear you, sir.
No, sir, no.
Can you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
So you're explaining some constant.
Yeah. So I told you that if y is equal to some c into x, dy by dx would be like you just take the c out of the differentiation and differentiate the x thing. Okay, so this is like 1 into x to the power of 1 minus 1, that is like simply c. I'll take the other example. If y is equal to some, let's say 2 into x squared, then dy by dx would be, don't do anything for to the constant, and it will be differentiation of only x squared. So that is like 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. So which will be simply 4x. Have you understood now? This is the way to solve the problems when you have a constant multiplied by variable. Is that understood?
So
So you
one
can
doubt, sir.
directly, yeah.
So here, why don't we differentiate the constant, sir?
Why don't we differentiate the constant? Okay. See, to understand that, you should know product rule. Okay. So I'll explain this thing when product rule comes just soon after this. Okay.
Sir, can we say that
Do you get my point?
Sir, can we say the above formula dy by dx can be written as c into n?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll give you a simple example. Try to solve this. Let's say 3 into x to the power of 1 over 3. Can you get me what is the differentiation of y?
The x power minus 2 by 3, sir.
X to the power of minus 2 by 3.
Yes,
So
sir.
look at here, constant stays like that, and look at here 1 over 3 into x to the power of 1 over 3 minus 1. So that is like 3 gets cancelled, so it is x to the power of minus 2 by 3. So that should be your answer. Okay, hope you have understood this one. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let us talk about the product rule. Okay. So what exactly it says? It says that whenever a given function is a product of two other functions, let's say y is equal to u times v. Sometimes it is also called as the uv rule. You will see this. Okay. Okay. Uv rule. So in that case, dy by dx, and these two have to be functions. These two have to be functions of x. That is very important. So this can also be written as y dash, which will be u dash b plus uv dash. That's it. Hope you have understood. This is product rule. Okay, and it's a formula that you need to remember, and the proof you will understand that in the math skills. Okay, now I'll explain why the constant can't be differentiated by using this one. Why you, even though means it's a kind of trick, right? Look at here, suppose let's say,
Sir, what are U dash
let
and
me
E
take
dash?
the example. Same, I think yesterday itself, didn't I talk about that? It's a new
You
notation.
told sir this thing.
Look at here.
Before you told
Divided
sir.
by, I told you, right? Dy by dx can also be written as y dash. Y dash indicates differentiation of y with respect to x. It's a new notation because every time you just can't write dy by dx and all, isn't it? So just simply y dash. U dash means what? Du by dx. D dash means dv by dx, like that. Please remember, you need to refer your notes. That is very important. Okay. Yeah. So
Sir,
let us
sir,
take y. Y. Yeah.
sir, can you give one example, sir, for this product law?
I think I wrote the example and then I am about to explain that.
Oh,
Can you
sorry.
see the screen? Yeah. So y is equal to, let's say, for example, 2 into x squared. The same example that we took. I told you should take the constant out and differentiate only x squared. Okay. Now let's try to look at, you can take this as u and this as v. Right. So what is the answer? Y dash would be u dash. Differentiation of constant is 0. So 0 into v, that is x squared, plus u, that is 2 into differentiation of v, which is x squared, that is 2 into x. So look at here, finally you got it as 4x. This you could have got the method which I told you. Take the constant out and differentiate the other part, which is x squared, that will be 2x. Directly you got it. Isn't it the same answer? Do you understand now why you just take the
Sir,
constant out of the differentiation? Yeah.
Sir, can you explain this example once again, sir?
No, what is the point which you didn't understand?
Sir, this substitution I didn't
The
understand.
formula is in front of you. The formula is in front of you. Okay, what we are doing here is,
Yes, sir.
see, I'm taking, yeah, which substitution?
Substituting the values, sir, in the formula.
Sir, how is
No, we are not
differentiation?
substituting any value here.
Sir, how is differentiation of a constant
How?
is 0?
Wow. I think today I started with some y is equal to constant, and this is y and this is x. So it is a kind of line which is parallel to x-axis. I told you slope of this is
Yes, sir.
0.
Yes, sir.
Guys, you, I don't know, you guys are forgetting very quickly. If this is the way, then physics will be more tough for you, because you should remember things. Okay, that is important. Okay, anyways, when you practice more problems, then you will remember it. I can understand it, but still, hope you, yeah, somebody is asking, so how, what is the substitution thing? I'm not substituting anything here. Here I can treat this y given function as product of two functions. So I can treat 2 as u, one function, x squared as v, another function. So now it's a product of two functions. So I'm applying this formula. So first u dash, which means the differentiation of 2. But 2 is a constant, so its differentiation is 0. I'm not substituting anything. I'm applying formulae. Okay. Next, multiplied by v. V is what? X squared. So 0 into x squared. One term is over. Now let's go to u. U is what? 2. Next, multiplied by v dash, which means the differentiation of the v, that is x squared. Differentiation of x squared is 2x. I've applied power rule, n into x to the power of n minus 1. I just can't write all the time 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. You should understand it. Is this clear, or should I take?
Sir,
I'll take another example.
Sir,
Don't worry about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let us take another example so that it will be much more clearer for you. Product rule. Okay, so let's say y is equal to some x plus, or just let's take x into root x. Okay, you could also do it by power rule also. You can also do that way also, but you could for practice. Okay, just for practice, let's do it. Y dash is going to be, you can take this as u, you can take this as v. Okay, so u dash, which is 1, I'm directly writing what is the differentiation of x. 1 into x to the power of 1 minus 1, that will be 1.
So 3 by
You
2
have to be
root
that
x.
fast. Okay, 1 into root x plus now u, which is x, and differentiation of root x is what? You can write root x as x to the power of 1 over 2. So its n is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1. That is like x to the power of minus 1 by 2, which means that 2 by root x. So this is the final answer. Root x plus
Sir,
x divided by 2 root x. Yeah.
sir, it might be a silly doubt, but how is the differentiation of x1, sir?
Okay. So here y is equal to, I mean to say, it's a function u, isn't it? Which is x. So its power is 1. So use the formula n into x to the power of n minus 1. So 1 into x to the power of 1 minus 1, that will be 1. Understood now?
Got it, sir.
Okay. You have to keep this power rule with you all the time. Okay. And same thing has to be applied for whenever you see this kind of thing. Okay. I hope this is understood now. For all. Still, do you guys have any doubt? Please let me know.
Understood, sir.
Everyone. Okay, great. Yeah. Now, I can the differentiation obeys distributive principle, guys. How? Let's look at here now. So distributive.
Sir, I have one small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the previous question, that x into root x, we can write it as x power 3 by 2, no, sir? And then we can simplify.
X to the power of
3 by 2.
1 plus, yeah, yes. So the answer could be 3 by 2 into x to the power of
3 by 2 root x.
3 by 2 root x. Yes, absolutely right. When you simplify the previous problem, I just didn't simplify it. If you simplify it, you will get the same answer. 3 by 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2. That's absolutely right.
Yes, thank you.
Do you get my point? I didn't simplify it, isn't it? That's the reason it is a summation of 2 terms. Okay, don't have to worry about it.
Okay, sir.
So what is distributive principle? Suppose let's say if I have a function y, which is like this. Let's say I have a constant c1 into a function, let's say u, plus another constant c2, another function b. I hope you understand here. These two are functions. And these two are constants. They could be anything, fractions, negative, right? Constants, positive, it could be any number. Okay, so in that case, y dash would be simply c1 into u dash plus c2 into b dash. Hope you understand that. I told you you can just simply ignore the constants, because by product rule the differentiation of constant becomes 0 all the time. Is this clear? We can take an example. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So let's say if I have a y which is equal to 3x squared plus 2 into x. I want to know what is y dash. Look at here clearly. 3 into differentiation of x square is 2 into x. I'm applying our rule. Plus 2. Differentiation of 1 x is simply 1, isn't it? So the final answer would be simply 6x plus 2. Tell me, is this understood by everybody or not? What did I apply now? I just differentiated each part separately and then summed it. I just summed them. Now, this is nothing but distributive principle. Tell me, is that understood? Any doubt? Please let me know. Have a look at it. I know it is first time for you guys, most of you.
Sir, can you explain the second part, sir? That means 2x1. How are you differentiating 2x?
2x. Look at here. 2 is a constant. So take the means don't differentiate it. And you can differentiate x, and differentiation of x is 1. isn't it?
Yes, sir. That means 1 into x to the power of 1 minus 0.
So you'll get 1 only. So that constant remains, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So one small doubt, sir.
Yes.
So we can differentiate both the terms separately and then we can add, no, sir?
Yes. But why? What? This is what I was doing. No, this is what I'm doing. I differentiated this separately. And then I added just by putting a plus sign. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
could also do 3x square and also separately do 2x and then finally put sign. It takes a lot of space and also time. Just directly do it. There it's isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So let us take another example so that we could have a nice practice. Okay. So let us take y is root x plus 1 over root x. Calculate what is y dash. Quick.
Sir, I got the answer as 0.
0?
Yes, sir. It's
No,
my
I don't
answer.
think you'll get 0. No.
So can I say answer, sir? Sir,
Hmm?
half into
Yeah.
so half into root x into x minus 1 by x square. Should I simplify it more, sir, or should I, is it enough?
That is enough. Yeah. It's enough. Okay.
Sir, I got it as
So let
half of 1 by root x plus 1 by x pot 3 by 2.
1 by x power 3 by 2. Let's look at it. No, you'll not get plus. You'll get minus only power.
So we're minus in between, sir.
Yeah. So you can write this as, don't get confused. You can write this as x to the power minus 1 by 2 plus x to the power of minus 1 by 2. Understood? Now apply power rule. 1 by 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2. Now apply power rule to that. You will get minus 1 by 2 to x to the power of minus 3 by 2. That's it. So take 1 by 2 common. You will get 1 over root x minus whatever that is x to the power of
Root x, sir. 1 by root x root x.
1 over x root x. Yeah. Isn't it? This is y dash. Have you understood now? It is not a big thing at all. Once you know how to get it, it is very simple. Yeah.
Sir, I did a subtraction mistake, sir. I did this same way, but this last x to the power of minus 3 by 2 is there, no, sir. I kept it as minus 1 by 2 and I subtracted both.
Yes. You need to apply that n minus 1 also for all. Okay.
Sir, how is it minus, sir?
Which one? This minus?
Sir, yes, sir. No, not that minus, sir. Minus 1 by 2
This
into
minus.
x to the power of minus 3 by 2.
Look at here. If you differentiate that, what you will get? Apply it n into x to the power of n minus 1. N is minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by
Yes,
2
sir.
into x to the power of
Oh,
minus
yes, sir.
3
Got
by
it, sir.
2.
Got
So
it.
this minus sign comes here. Okay.
Got it, sir.
Hope that is understood. Right?
Sir, but I have doubts actually. Sir, x power n into that formula is there, no, sir. That is actually there a binomial theorem, no, sir.
There are many ways to arrive at that formula.
So actually, sir,
one way is
yes, sir.
yeah.
Sir, means sir, when I got one doubt is that sir, by binomial theorem side, sir, binomial theorem for this fractions is different. That power is fraction different and binomial theorem for natural numbers is different, no, sir. Sir, you there, sir?
Yeah, but right now role is not teaching physics. Can you Can you hear me now?
Sir, your voice has actually got stuck in between, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Now okay, sir.
Am I okay now? Am I
Yes,
okay
sir.
now?
Yes, sir. Now okay, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that I think we are understanding the basics. Let us not try to get into the proof and everything because that is not part of physics.
Okay,
Right
sir.
now, at least you just try to concentrate on the application part of it. That is very important for us. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Now, shall we go for one more example so that you will have a practice?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Okay.
we keep the message in chat if possible.
Yeah. What?
Sir, if the number
Yeah, I got some answer.
Sir, he's saying that we'll keep our answers in the chat box, sir.
if the numbers are simple, sir.
What? You?
Sir, we'll keep the answers in chat box, sir, instead of
Hello?
everyone saying the answers aloud.
Whatever. Continue with the example, sir.
Okay, guys. Just try to take few examples. Let us take y is equal to 3 into x to the power of 1 over 3 minus, let us take what shall we take? What shall we take? Some 6 into, so we can 6 into x to the power of minus 1 over 3. Hope the equation is clear, the function. So I just want you to get what is y dash. Can you do that? I hope everybody is there.
Sir, done, sir. Can I say answer, sir?
Wait. Let others do.
Sir, done, sir.
Others?
Sir, 1 second.
You guys?
Just 1 second.
Yeah, please. Okay, Shashikilan. Let's hear answer.
Done, sir.
Yeah. So you tell your answers then.
So
Sir,
1 by
So
x
x
or
to the
2
power
by
of minus 2 by. Okay. I understand. Everybody have got their own answers. But let me do it. So and you check your answers. Okay.
3. Okay, sir.
So 3. Just keep it as it is. And difference of x to the power of 1 by 3 is 1 over 3 into x to the power of 1 over 3 minus 1. So that is like minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, and minus 6 into x to the power of minus 1 by 3. That is like minus 1 by 3 into x to the power of minus 1 by 3 minus 1 is like minus 4 by 3, isn't it? Minus 4 by 3. So this 3 ones are 3 twos are. So you will get finally y dash as x to the power of minus 2 by 3. This minus become plus. Okay. That becomes plus, and 2 into x to the power of minus 4 by 3. So that should be your answer.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
got it, got it, sir.
Uh, that's great. So which means that you have mastered it. Okay, this is what we need. If you know how to apply power rule and how to differentiate product, how to use the product rule and all, that's fine. That's great then. Okay. Now let's try to look at the quotient rule. Okay. Quotient rule. What exactly it says? The word itself says that we are going to have a function which is division of two other functions. So I can have a function y which is division of u by b. U and b are functions here. Okay, if the remember these two are functions of x. Okay. Yeah. So now in that case, just you need to remember the formula that there is no other way that we can do here. So in the denominator, you just keep v squared, and then you do the product rule. What is product rule? U dash v plus uv dash, isn't it? But what you have to do here is that in the place of plus, just keep a minus. That's it. This is the only change. This is the quotient rule formula. I cannot help it. I mean to say, how did this formula come on? That is not. I mean to say, I don't think we require that. Okay, we require what is the application of how whether if there is any function given to us in physics, then if it is for division of two functions, two other functions, can we find the differentiation of that function or not? That is important. So that is application of this one. Okay, let us quickly take an example. And this, if you really ask me, this is like by parting. That's it. If you have a y which is, let's say, x plus 1 divided by root x. This is my function. So it means that I can take the numerator as u, denominator as v. So look at here, y dash comes out to be, in the denominator it should be v squared, which means that root x whole square is simply x. So that is x. Now go to the numerator u dash. What is the differentiation of x plus 1? That is simply 1. Isn't it? Because differentiation of 1 is 0. Differentiation of x is 1. Into root x minus u. U is x plus 1. Now multiplied by v dash. What is the differentiation of root x? That we have seen it is 1 by 2 root x. I'm directly writing, but you should know this is what you get when you differentiate root x. Okay. Now just I don't simplify it. Just keep the answer like that only. X plus 1 divided by 2 root x divided by x. That's it. So this is y dash. Have you understood the procedure?
Yes, sir.
So one doubt, sir.
Others?
So we can convert this into like root x plus 1 by root x and
Yes.
all, no, sir?
Yes, you're absolutely. That is simplification. That's okay, right? But what if you have a function that is x divided by sin x? Sin x is a different function. Sin x is a trigonometric function. X is a algebraic function, isn't it? So in such cases, you can't do this process. I mean to say the simplification thing and then applying power rule. So in this case, there is no other way than applying this formula. So my goal is to make you buttify the formula and how to apply the formula. That's it. That is the reason I'm taking this small example. Now you could ask me, I could have taken this example x by sin x, but you don't know what is differentiation of trigonometric functions yet, isn't it?
Sin x is cosec
So
function.
I'll discuss. Oh, that's okay, but see,
Sir, answer can I say about the
I'll
question?
talk about trigonometric functions. What?
Can I say
No,
answer?
we'll discuss them later. We'll discuss them in the next class. Okay. So that is the reason. So you need to master the rules. That's it. For that purpose, I'm taking this. You can do this way also. You can take x by root x plus 1 by root x and simplify them. in terms of x to the power of something plus x to the power of something else, and apply this differentiation formula. You can get that below, but you should understand this process. Okay. So I hope you have understood the rules that we discussed, right? What when y is constant, what is the differentiation? When y is equal to x to the power of n, that is power rule. Yeah.
Sir, this example only, sir. Can you once tell me how we differentiated for 1, sir?
This one.
Yes, a differentiation of 1. No, sir, not that, sir. The y is equals to x plus 1 by root x. That x plus 1, that 1, how did we differentiate?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Constant is
So
always
which means
0.
that you have u is what? U is x plus 1. So this is like, u dash, which means that you need to differentiate u dash. Now differentiation of this is what? Differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of 1 is 0. So 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1 only, right? So that's the reason you got a 1 there. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Still doubt?
Sir, yes, sir. Still
Yeah.
doubt, sir. I didn't get it, sir.
Yeah. You didn't get it? Just look at it. I'm applying this formula. U is x plus 1, V is root x, isn't it? So what does this term say? U dash V, which means that you need to differentiate U first. So when you do, this is normal thing, no? When you have a U which is x plus 1, U dash differentiate x which is 1, differentiate 1 that is 0. This we already discussed, no? The power of x is 1,
Yes,
so 1
sir.
into x to the power of 1 minus 1 which is 1. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
No?
Got it, sir.
Huh?
Got
Okay.
it, sir.
Still, if you have any doubt, we can discuss in the next class. But today I'm going to give you some homework problems. Try to solve them. The first question is root x minus 2 divided by root x. Second question is x to the power of 2 minus 3 into x to the power of 1 by 3 plus 1 over 3 root or 3 x to the power of, let's say, 6. Third question is x plus 1 into x squared plus 1. Use product rule, okay? Fourth one, x root x plus 1 divided by root x minus 1. Fourth question, use question 2. Fifth question, root x plus 2 by 3 into x, no, not that, yeah, this one. Yeah, okay, that's enough. Otherwise, I'll buy fifth one. Only 4 questions. Okay, try to solve them. And we shall discuss these questions in the next class, and we shall discuss more rules. We have chain rule. Okay, that is very important. And now we shall discuss trigonometric functions, exponential functions, logarithmic functions. What is the differentiation of those functions and all? Okay. Okay then, guys. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Bye.